Hi, my name's Deborah Harrison. I do know some of you from my travels across the UK, US, Europe and Australia. So I'm here today. I've been asked to carry out a review of the new Eagle. Okay, so what is this? It's a lifting cushion. It's a new range, and yeah, so I've had a good play with the cushion, and yeah, I'm just here to tell you what I found. So what I did find was, I found compared to the Camel, it's a little bit more compact, so will fit in them awkward tight spaces. It's got a very stable base, and it has got a range of standing positions that are very, very easy to get the person into standing. Now, one of the key things that I really did like was, as it was bringing me up into a seated position, was it enveloped me. So it actually gave me an awful lot of support. And one of the other things was the backrest. So the backrest, instead of being in that kind of position, it kind of brought me nearly to a fully upright position, so which is so beneficial for the person who's struggling to breathe. So there's a range of positions that you can actually have the backrest in. So that's the Eagle. So where would I consider using this? So I'd consider using it in nursing homes. I'd consider using it for our rapid response or our falls teams. I consider using it for ambulance service or any kind of emergency service where we do need to lift the person up from the floor. Okay, so the type of person that I'd use it with. So basically anybody, but who's it going to be most beneficial to? It's going to be most beneficial to that person who has got that difficulty breathing. So, you know, you can alter the backrest position depending on, you know, we're looking at their oxygen saturation levels, or they're just generally out of breath. So, you know, and you can stop it at any time because the person is able to be supported all the way up. We may use it in nursing homes and lots of different areas. So what I would advise you to do is, you know, we're going to assess the person prior to using it. So, you know, there's a fabulous app that we've been using in the UK for a few years now. It's called I Stumble. So for any of you who are unsure, I've just been doing some training in the centre of London, and the reablement service there was using that, and they was very thrilled with the simplicity of it. So yeah, Google it, I Stumble. It's an absolute fabulous app. It takes you through, okay, whether or not you should call a paramedic or an ambulance, or whether or not you need to actually do more assessment of the person prior to moving them. So I'm going to now do a short snippet of how you get this Eagle in place, and show you how much, so much more improved than the Camel. And you know, I'll show you this so you can actually see it. So there's less manoeuvring. It's actually really easy to get in place, and the person's actually, once you've done it in this particular way, they're actually central on the cushion. So we've got Dan here on the floor, quite kindly, he's just fallen into position. So we've rolled the person onto the side, and what we have done is we've easily managed to fold this underneath itself on that side and positioned it in place. So then I've tucked it in, and this is quite unique compared to the Camel. It's just got the ability to fold it, which is absolutely fabulous. So I'm now going to ask you to come back onto this side. I'm going to get up from here, trot around, and I'm just going to ask you to do a little roll over to that side, and then I can tease it out. And let's have a look here. This is one I did earlier and he's now in position, and you can see here he's actually perfectly central. So I had to go myself, and I was just surprised how central I actually was. So we're ready to do a boost you up from the floor, or lift you up from the floor with the cushion. Okay, so we've now got Dan on the cushion, the Eagle, and as you can see here, it's supporting his head, his neck, his shoulders and his lower back. So I'm just going to take it up, and I'll literally stop and pause at each level, although it can be done in one continuous process. So just so that you can see how it envelops you. Okay, so I'm just going to take it up now. So we can see we've got Dan sat here now, and that may be enough for him, okay, before we inflate the other levels. However, I do know Dan likes to sit quite upright, okay, so just going to take it up a little bit further. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to video now taking Dan up one cell at a time, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do to assess Dan prior to actually standing him. So I've inflated the first two cushions, and you can see here now it's starting to envelop him, okay, and giving him that feedback and support that he now requires. So I'm just going to take you up by pressing number 3 now.